Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by the Chrome Soft Golf Ball from Callaway.
Welcome into Golf Central. I'm Damon Hack. Let's take a look at the leaderboard through 2 rounds at the Tour Championship. 2 players tied at the top, Viktor Hovland and Collin Morikawa setting the pace at 16 under. Viktor Hovland trying to close out the playoffs with back-to-back wins. Let's hear from the world number 5.
Feel in your game, obviously. Good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it feels good. So I just try to do more of the same and was able to make some putts on the back nine. So yeah, it was good.
Is it just a matter of confidence or anything? Just what else physically is going well?
Well, I think it all starts from just the tee. I'm hitting a lot of fairways, driving it really well, and if you're constantly in the fairway on this golf course, you can really be aggressive with some of the iron shots in there, and just been able to give myself a lot of looks. And on the back nine, I started making some putts.
You talked on Wednesday about not reacting to bad shots so it doesn't impact the rest of your round. What about on the flip end when you're, 5 birdies in 6 holes? How do you motivate yourself to keep a run like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's when you feel good. So then you just try to build on that. You just think back and, I've hit 3-4 really good iron shots and I've made 3-4 really good putts in a row. Let's just keep it going. It's kind of, it's as simple as that. That's the way I'm thinking, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't.
And then Zach Boshu, he's currently T5 at Boise, which is also where you tour bound once upon a time. He mentioned after his round that you guys have been texting. Have you been giving him advice or keeping tabs on his progression on the KFC tour?
Not so much advice. We just keep in touch because we're really good buddies. We, last time I caddied for him and he didn't play all that well, we kind of had a heart-to-heart conversation. I was pretty honest with him and what I thought about his game, and ever since then he seems to have played really well. So I'm really, really happy for him because there aren't that many guys that work harder than him. So it's fun to see that he's playing well.
Did he have any comments on your caddying?
No, he didn't, but it was probably, I don't think we were on top of our games that day, both of us, so, yeah.
It looked like a bit of a debate going on the second shot in 18, whether to go for it or not. I mean, when you're having a hot day like this, how much is it hard to pull yourself back and not take that risk? Yeah,
it was a little maddening that tee shot ended up going in the rough and getting such a bad lie. I hit 2 good tee shots there the last couple of days and haven't really had a chance to go for it, so that's a little frustrating, but Shay and I just had a great conversation about, I could try to hit an 8-iron out of there, get it over that left bunker, kind of in the fairway, and try to pitch it up there into that pin. But there's just not that much green to work with there. And there was a chance that 8-iron wasn't going to come out. And if I leave that in the bunker, now I'm staring at 6. So we just figured the easiest thing to do was hit a 56 degree, just over the water, give myself a number, and left it in a good spot. I just have no idea how that wedge went that far.
2-time major champ Collin Morikawa has not won this season, but he is in prime position after rounds of 61, 64, bogey-free through 36 holes, and with Todd Lewis.
There is a saying out on the PGA Tour, it's hard to follow a low round with another low round. 61 yesterday, you're 64 today, not as good as 61, but it was tied for the lowest round of the day. How good was today's ball striking compared to yesterday?
Still really good. I mean, I think I missed a few more fairways, but overall, I still felt like I had control. Maybe I wasn't hitting my number on the dot, but we were within 2-3 yards. And when I'm not going to complain 2-3 yards off. Hit a couple squirrely ones, got away with them, made a couple birdies out of them, and I want to know where my misses are going to go. Today we missed a few, and they went where we wanted, and that's all I could really ask for.
You said you found something this week based around your setup mostly that's helped you play better here at the Tour Championship. How would you describe where your swing was prior to finding that out and where it is now?
I mean, it was good. Everyone talks about my approach stats this year, and I saw them, and they were still, decent. They were still pretty good for the year, and but there's something you just can't see where the misses are going, right? I've talked about it, missing left. Like, that's where the strokes gained don't show you where you're missing. They just know you're missing shots, but the good ones have been good. So it's about bringing in the misses, knowing where these misses are going to be instead of 45 feet, maybe you've got 25 feet, maybe you've got 30 feet, and that's when you're able to convert, keep the rounds going, and just kind of hopefully keep piling birdies on after one another.
Yeah, well done. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Collin.
I appreciate it, Todd. Thanks.
Thanks, bud.
Scottie Scheffler was the FedEx Cup leader coming into this week, struggled on Thursday to an over par round, but on Friday made up for it in a big way. Bogey-free round of 5 under 65, just 2 shots out of the lead. And Rory McIlroy has not been 100% this week, dealing with a back injury, but he remains in touch after a round of 67. He's 6 shots back, the defending champ, with Todd Lewis.
Rory, an impressive 68 today. I know you and your team were saying that your back wasn't worse this morning when you showed up at East Lake, but from our perspective, you looked like you had a little more mobility. Was that the case today?
I definitely had a little more speed.
Okay.
I think, instead of maybe being a club shorter yesterday, I was maybe half a club shorter than my usual today. And it's actually the long stuff is probably the easiest to hit because I'm the most upright in my posture. It's sort of like wedges and short irons, having to sort of try to stay within my posture. That's where I'm having the most issues. Just sort of trying to get my right side through it. I'm just sort of, like, saw the last couple of shots I hit in there, like I'm just swinging my arms at it because I can't get my body to turn with those shorter ones. So yeah, I feel like I'm limited in what I can do, but I'm managing and just trying to get it around the golf course as best I can.
Have you had to alter your swing much?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I can't, I'm hitting the driver super low to try to knock, sort of like right side bend is what's sore. So just trying to sort of cover the ball the best I can. And then, yeah, as I said, with the irons, I'm just sort of having to swing my arms at it instead of like turning my whole body through. So yeah, it's a few adjustments and, I can't hit the ball left or right. So it's sort of difficult to get the right pins and hit some of the shots. But, as I said, I'm managing and I've, fortunately I've done okay over the first couple of days.
What are you doing off the course to try to get you through this championship?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of cold plunge, and then when I'm not doing that, trying to keep heat on it as well, and then yeah, anti-inflammatories and tape and treatment and all sorts activation. It's actually it's not really tight. It's more, it feels better when it's actually engaged and activated. So when I'm at the top of my swing and turn into my right side, it feels fine. But then when I get back onto my left side, that's when I sort of get this little jolt up the right side. So some activation, some exercises, and obviously just a ton of rest.
All right, final thing, the fact that you are under par in your 2 rounds. You said yesterday you were over the moon to shoot 70. How do you feel now after 36 holes in respect to your game, given everything you've battled?
Yeah, I mean, to go out today and shoot 67, I thought was a really good effort. Yeah, it looks like I'll be, 5 or 6 back going into the weekend. But honestly, I'm just happy to play 36 holes and still be here and, just, give it my all over the last 36 holes.
Yeah, great 67 today.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations.
Big names, big weekend ahead in Atlanta. Golf Central pregame, noon Eastern Time.